Hi everybody, it's Andrea over at Sewspire.com, and today I am here with episode 4 of our collaborative patchwork backpack. Is that it? I think I got it. Yay! It only took 4 episodes. And today we are going to be creating the divided front exterior pocket. So I went ahead last night and pieced together the panels for that, and I used the same method that we created the front and the rear panels with the 4-inch squares. And you can see I have 3 rows, 5 inches, 3 rows, 5 squares each, for a total of 15 squares. And this created a panel which measures approximately 11 inches by 18 inches. So I went ahead and pieced that together and then quilted it with the same diamond pattern on the back there. And I am ready to craft this exterior pocket. Now with my pockets, I like to line them on the back. So I had this really fabulous Wonderland fabric left over from a custom order, and I thought it would be great to hide that inside there and all know what's in there. It's so fun, right? So I cut out the same piece, same size, about 11 by 18 of this quilt weight cotton, and then I folded over that top edge just under an inch, almost an inch, to create a little layer there. So I did the same thing with this quilted panel, and I'm going to take this piece and position it on the back side of that quilted panel so that Wonderland fabric peeps up just a smidgen over the top of that pocket. And that's what it looks like on the back. And I'm going to top stitch all the way across there, and then I'm going to put a second row of stitching for added detail, and that will actually create the exterior pocket that will be visible. So then we'll maintain that continuity with the patchwork design, because we don't want to hide that or have that be wasted. So let's get that stitching done. And then I'm going to come in for the second row of stitching to add that detail. And you can see how awesome that looks. The second row of stitching on the pockets really makes it. Got a little wrinkle in there. Very nice. Okay, so now we need to grab that front panel that we crafted, which was approximately 18 by 18, and this pocket is going to be a blessing because I can hide this one part right here where it was 2 squares right on top of each other. That would probably drive me crazy. There were a couple spots up here where I had like fabrics touching, but at least they weren't straight up and down. So I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity to hide that. And I've got my pocket here completely finished, and I want to just position that so the bases line up and it's as centered as it can be. It may not be perfect, but these squares are lining up pretty nicely. I'm happy about that. And then I want to take a couple of pins and pin that down. And then we're going to stitch right down the center. So since the seam is not there, I am going to measure and put a few pins. So halfway will be 9 inches. Just put a few pins there, and then I will have to eyeball it, but the pins will be a good guide. So I'm going to start out stitching at the top, and I'm definitely going to reinforce that with a back stitch. And I'm going to stitch all the way down, and then I'm going to come on either side with 2 more rows of stitching. So there'll be 3 rows of stitching down the center there. Okay, so I've finished dividing that. You may or may not be able to see that, but there's now the 3 rows of stitching, and I essentially have a 2-way divided pocket. You'll be able to see it better, I think, on this side here. So that completes our front panel. Now it's Friday when I'm recording this, so I won't be putting out a video Saturday or Sunday, but I'll be back on Monday, and then we're going to start working on those side pockets, and hopefully we can begin assembling the exterior. So I'm excited about that. But since it is Friday, I was saving this package of fabric that I got yesterday, because if you remember in my first video of the new year, I told you that my New Year's resolution was to learn to sew clothes. So the first cut of fabric that I ordered is inside of here, and I'm really excited to see this print. My expectation is that it's gorgeous, and so I wanted to share that with you so you can see. I order my fabric from hawthornthreads.com, and I've been shopping with them for probably 8 years, maybe more. But they have awesome service and a great selection. So let's see. Very excited. I can see it. It is very pretty. Careful opening this. Alright, so some of these prints are for custom orders that I have, but I do see the print in there that I'm going to use. This is not it. This is going to be for a diaper bag that I'm making. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Wow. This is going to be for an organizer, and we're going to pair it with that. And this, whoa, this is it. This is what I'm going to make my first piece of clothing out of. And it is really pretty. This is a gorgeous knit by Art Gallery Fabrics. So the knit fabric, you know, has a lot of stretch to it, and this is crazy soft. It's a beautiful floral. I ordered 2 yards. Oh my goodness, is that pretty. And what I'm thinking that this is going to become is a hooded tunic, a long sleeve hooded tunic made out of knit. So I'm excited to try. It's such pretty fabric. Oh wow. Anyways, I love it, and I'm glad I got to share it with you. Hope you have a beautiful weekend. I will see you on Monday, and until then, please know the creative genius in me salutes the creative genius in you. Take care.